Today is actually Monday, 4th December, 5 days out from my last show, Two Bros Naturals final in France, in Lille. So it is officially peak week, which is really exciting. So the peaking process actually starts a few days out. It does take a few days for you to take up glycogen into the muscle. We are also looking to fill up the triglyceride space by doing a fat loading, and that's also going to help us kind of boost that insulin sensitivity and really be able to uptake carbs very well Wednesday and Thursday. So today is the 4th of December. It is Monday. We've got fat loading day 1. I'll let you guys know what the meals are roughly like, but we're looking at about just north of 2,000 calories, with a lot of that coming from fats and protein, and pretty much no carbs today and tomorrow. And then we'll introduce carbs on Wednesday, where we'll have carb loading days Wednesday and Thursday. The Friday is going to be a day in between where we'll probably have a bit of carbs towards the start of the day. We'll do some water loading, and then we'll look to really dry up overnight into the show on Saturday, as we'll be on stage at around 12 or 1 p.m. So that will be the process this week. I'm going to take you guys along with me. If you have any questions or you want to learn more about this process, I'm always happy to help, so get in touch. And we are about to have meal 5 of the fat loading day. So it seems like I'm not the only one that's hungry. Now it's important to spread these meals out evenly when we are doing fat loading, just to make sure that we don't disturb digestion. So I'm gonna get meal 5 prepped now, and then I'll show you what I've made. She's definitely hungry. Sit. Good girl. Okay. We've got the eggs over here cooking nicely. Almost done. I like to keep the yolk a little bit runny and have the white of the egg nicely fried. So that is the perfect way to cook your eggs. And then we've got cucumber chopped up here and the salmon. So that is meal 5, guys, and that wraps up today's day of eating. Tomorrow is going to be more of the same. So we've got 2 fat loading days. We're going to run them very similar. We'll check in with Kieran in the morning. He might give us a bit of a heavier loading day with the fats, or we'll just run with the same day. So we'll see how we get on with that. But same kind of foods tomorrow. I will then check in with you guys on Wednesday when we start the carb loading, which I'm very, very excited to do. Good morning, guys. It is Wednesday, the 6th of December. So we are officially 3 days out from the show. And that means that carb loading starts today. So we had 2 days of fat loading. Today is day 1 of carb loading. So I'm going to go check in with Kieran, and then I'll show you what meal 1 looks like. So just finished making meal 1. It's going to be a Rice Krispie Squares bar. And we've got 100 grams of oats with 20 grams of protein from whey, 100 grams of berries, 10 grams of dark chocolate. We are going to tuck into that. But firstly, a supplement that I take every single morning is Digestimax. So I take this before my first meal, and this is just packed of probiotics and fiber, and that's just going to help us with the digestion process. So when you're pushing food, this is a great supplement, but also in prep, we want to make sure that digestion is absolutely on point. And today we are loading up carbs. So we're going to have an influx of around 600 grams of carbs, when normally I was on about 100 on a training day and none on rest days. So it's important that we actually digest those carbs well, and therefore this is a staple at this time. A major key with this supplement, use a whisk to mix it, because it blends really well like that, and it won't be clumpy and gross. And there you have it. So with this meal, I'm going to have another pint glass of water. That's going to bring me up to 1 litre, and it's not even 7 a.m. yet. So that is on point, because we are aiming for 8 litres of water today, 600 grams of carbs, 12 grams of salt, 8 litres of water. And that's because water and salt are the transport units for glycogen into the muscle cell. So it's important that we have enough to flush that around. We're also going to get a pump workout in tomorrow to move that glycogen around a little bit more, but that is meal 1. I'll catch up with you guys at the next meal. Here I've just prepped meal 2 and meal 4, which are exactly the same. Underneath this mountain of rice, we have got 140 grams of chicken breast, 100 grams of green beans, and then we have 120 grams of basmati rice. These are both the same. We're also going to add 15 grams of nut butter to each of these. And we will also put the salt in there already, so that we don't have to worry about that later. We're going to put about 3 grams of salt in each, as 12 grams is the goal today. We had 2 grams in meal 1, Then we'll have 3 grams in each of these. That will bring us up to 8 grams. And then we'll just have 2 grams in meal 3 and 5. If you're wondering if it's okay for me to lick the spoon, it is. Because the way I've done this is that I weigh the jar before and then the jar after. So I know that I've taken 15 grams out of that jar. So now in total, we're at 306 and it was 336 and I needed to take 30 grams out. So that means I can lick the spoon. So meal 3 is 120 grams of cream of rice, which I had to put in this Tupperware. So it doesn't look as good as it could. And then we're also gonna have 140 grams of chicken breast with a bunch of veg. So we've got a nice chicken salad over here, as well as 20 grams of dark chocolate. And I'm gonna throw 3 grams of salt in this meal to work towards that 12 gram of salt goal. We are currently 4.5 liters in with the water, and it's now 12 minutes past 1. So we are doing good for water intake. We're pushing for 8 liters today, 12 grams of salt. This way we can really encourage diuresis, and that's also gonna help us to flush that glycogen into the muscle. We've got a pump workout in about an hour's time, so excited to get these carbs in and reveal the pump. I just did a pump workout, took some images back there for Kieran, so we're gonna send that over. The point of the pump workout is to shift that muscle glycogen around and assess the fullness and see how much more fullness we can really achieve. I think we're looking pretty damn full, but we'll have a look at the footage and see where we're at. We've got a sports massage with Aidan down in Marston, so we're gonna head over to get that done. Hopefully that loosens up the shoulder a bit and allows me to pose without being compromised. I tore my rotator cuff a few years ago, and during prep things do flare up as your body fat is so damn low and there's no insulation around the joint, so it's been really flaring up this past week, but we're gonna get that sports massage done and then hopefully it'll feel nice and loose come Saturday so we can pose at our best on stage. We're gonna head home now, get meal 4 in. My appetite is super high today. So the thing is, like, when you've been dieting a lot, your appetite is a lot higher than your requirement for energy. So sticking to the plan, we've got meal 4 at home waiting for me in the fridge, so we're gonna head home and get that in, and then probably have a nice hot bath to really relax the body before we then travel to Lille tomorrow. Good morning guys, it's Friday 8th of December. The show is tomorrow, so we're 1 day out now. We're getting meal 1 in, so we've got a bit of carbs in meal 1 and meal 2, and then we're just looking to dry up and really pull that waste in for the last few meals, so we're going to have pretty much no carbs in those last 3. So meal 1 is going to be 130 grams of cream of rice with a serving of protein powder. Gonna whip that up with some boiling water and then add 150 grams of pineapple to that. We're also gonna take my supplements today, so we've got a nice cocktail of supplements here. Gonna get those down with this meal, along with, of course, my Digestimax, which I have every morning. So definitely grab some of that if you're pushing food or if you need to really improve digestion. And that's how you get your subs in. Just whack them back. Swallow, done. 130 cream of rice, 30 grams of protein from whey, 10 grams of dark chocolate, 150 of pineapple, 3 grams of salt on there as well, and a little bit of cinnamon. We are about to get meal 2 in, and then we're gonna head down to the train station. We're gonna get a train to London and then the Eurostar to Lille. When we get there, we'll go and check in with Kieran. But for now, I'm just getting meal 2 in before I head off. So meal 2 is 130 grams basmati rice, 140 grams of chicken, and some green beans underneath there as well. So we're gonna get that in. So meal number 3 is just gonna be cooked chicken breast with some green beans and 20 grams of dark chocolate. We're gonna get that in and continue with the water loading. We have arrived at Kieran's Airbnb. just trying to find which door we need to go into. Salut mon ami.
Friend. Welcome.
Hello mate, how are we?
Good?
I'm good man, you?
Yeah, good mate. Good.
And you said, how are we looking?
Yeah, phenomenal.
This is Jess, by the way. Hi. She's absolutely been smashing it and won like every bloody show. You're a pro as well, like.
Yeah, PCA Pro, GBO Pro.
Insane.
Went to America to compete 2 weeks ago, got second in the world, and now we're tackling France together.
Yeah. I've been kindly given some Neuro Sleep, what's it called?
Support Max Neuro PM.
Support Max Neuro PM, which basically is going to help me sleep like a baby tonight and compete really well tomorrow. So if I win, it's because of this sleep. So it's, yeah, shout out. Initially, I thought it tasted good, but now...
It's shit.
Yeah, it's a little bit shit. Kieran's going to have a quick look over us before we get meal 5 in.
What? It's way too late for that. I got told off for doing this.
Yes, it's far too...
Yeah, it's good. I like the little half
Yeah.
vacuum. It's good. 2 meals in pride stage.
So
So
first
we'll have
meal
one
will
about
be
6,
like,
half 6, and then we'll have
Yeah.
one about half 9.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Hopefully we'll be dry.
You're already dry.
Yeah, we're already dry apparently. As we're getting meal 5 in, so 180 grams chicken breast, green beans, 20 grams of nut butter. We're gonna get that in with 4 Peak Max capsules, and that'll be the last meal today. We're then gonna hit the sack, wake up tomorrow, see what food Kieran gives me.
Yeah, buddy!
Tomorrow morning. Just got out of the taxi at the Airbnb with great timing, and my mum and my sister have just arrived. They went for a lovely dinner. I hope it was a nice dinner. Did you enjoy it?
Very nice. Yep.
And we will have another nice dinner tomorrow night after the show. Good morning. We've got meal 1 in already. I couldn't really record that because my family was sleeping. We got meal 1 in, cream of rice, bit of chicken, salt, a little bit of water as well. We're now walking down to the venue. It's just like a 15-20 minute walk and get our first coat of tan. So very excited now, only a few hours out. Let's get it. We just got our tan done. We're gonna go and register, and then we'll just put the legs up, relax for a bit, and then jump on stage. We are registered. The time is 9:08. The show actually starts at 11:30, so we got quite some time now. Found a stranger over here.
I know that sound anyway.
Hey.
That's a Sony camera recorded.
How you doing, man?
How you doing?
This is the main man. This is the guy that taught me all the posing. Without him, I wouldn't have what I have. So
Oh, man.
respect, bro.
The charges never stick. I stole like 4 hearts. Plus yours, I probably plead the fifth. Recovering. Feeling like your ex shot yours with hollow tips like politics. Still ain't chose your side, girl, and it's obvious. So yeah. So really tell me what it is.
So meal 2 going down. We've got 3 Snacker Jacks, 40 grams of jam, a bit of salt as well, and 10 grams of dark chocolate. And we'll have some Haribos and a pump as well. Get a good pump up. This is my last meal of prep. I just realized that. The last meal of prep until like next prep, who knows when. So that's kind of exciting. The show is about to get started. This is what the stage looks like. So we will be on that stage very soon.
In second place, could we please present the award to number 279, Jake Hernandez. Meaning our winner for men's classic physique novice goes to number 282, Nicholas Roos.
Come on, Jake, well done. Well done, Jake. Woo.
Yes guys, we are done. Prep is now officially over. The last show ticked off. What I found some medals. Second place and third place. Not too bad for an international final. And this just tells us how far away we are from getting that pro card. Not very far at all. So, you know, big growing season now, 2, 3, 4 years, whatever it takes. When I come back, I'm getting that damn pro card. So we are at a place called Brutus, and we just had some savory crepes. They were amazing. I had 2, and then we just ordered some sweet crepes as well. Karen had a savory crepe as well. I decided to help her finish hers off because she couldn't, and you know, I hate to waste food. And I'm hungry, and it was nice. So yeah, I had 2 1/4. It was just a little bit. So 2 1/4 savory crepes, and now we're just waiting for our dessert crepes. So very exciting. I'll show you what those look like. Unfortunately, the savory ones, they disappeared so quickly. I didn't have time to take a video. So I'll show you the sweet ones shortly. I've showered most of this tan off, which I'm quite impressed with. The shows are all over now, so yeah, we're just relaxing, kicking back. We've had a nice meal. I'm now gonna have this lovely looking pastry and a cup of tea, kick back, watch a movie, and then we'll go out for dinner later on. So I'm excited. The plan now is just to have essentially a week away from bodybuilding, no training, no tracking macros, no weighing myself. None of that. I'm still going to be running baseline supplements and creatine, but other than that, just going to escape bodybuilding completely, take my mind off of it. I'll be back to business the 19th of December. We'll be right back on plan into a health phase, where we're just going to look to slowly gain some body fat, get into a healthier set point, and then start really pushing that off season. So that's the plan of action, guys. I'm going to enjoy this and then have a good dinner and switch off.